How's it going?
Suiting up.
Look at this.
It's moments like this where I really hate the past version of myself.
Because you came up with
I'm the idiot who suggested the suit of armor thing, assuming we wouldn't be able to get one.
Alright, well sometimes when you're working on production, you end up in some really interesting places, like a grocery store at 5 in the morning. There's a little smush right there. Look at that smush. And we are shooting $1 Million Butt in this local grocery store. We do end up at a lot of grocery stores, in particular for $1 Million Butt. It's just like a place that everyone understands where you're in public, you're around a bunch of people that you don't know, and an embarrassing situation can happen. This vlog is actually going to be a shorter vlog than what I intended, because this vlog we were going to be announcing something really cool that we're doing, Gavin and I are doing, but kind of at the last minute they said don't announce it this week, wait until next week to do it. I'm halfway through a haircut right now, and I came
half your haircut?
That's cool. I got half a haircut. So we were hoping to announce it in the vlog this week, but we're going to have to announce it on the vlog next week, but hopefully...
So we're announcing an announcement.
We're announcing an announcement. Actually, I'm complaining about the fact that I couldn't make an announcement. And I already have something planned for next week's vlog, so now I gotta figure out how in next week's vlog to do the announcement that we're gonna do, and then do the thing that I wanted to do. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll do 2 vlogs, I don't know, something like that. But the only reason I'm kind of prefacing this whole thing is because we're gonna be doing a really cool thing for fundraising, and I want everyone to be ready for it. It's a really, really cool thing. So as you know, I really like crowdfunding a lot because it makes things that are kind of just out of reach possible. For us, that was Laser Team and then $1 Million Butt, the card game. Well, we now have an opportunity to do something where we're going to be able to do that, but on the behalf of other people who are doing something really cool. So I just want everyone to be ready, you know, for when we announce it next week, because it'll be moving pretty fast at that point. It's not going to be like a 30-day thing. It'll be really, really quick and really cool. Gavin and I are super excited about the opportunity. Sir Gavin is super excited about it.
I'm very much
I'm very excited about it. But more on that next week. You know, in last week's vlog, it was all about Austin. I talked about how cool Austin is, but there's kind of a downside to being part of something that's really cool and really popular, because by definition, something that's very popular is getting bigger and more people are getting interested in it. And for a city, that means more people move there and things change. And I had that point illustrated to me this week because one of my favorite restaurants in Austin, a place called Taco Express, it's this little kitschy little taco place run by this lady. There's cats everywhere. There's this huge statue out in front of her. It's a really bizarre place, but it's very Austin to me. It's very odd, it's very weird. But they just recently announced that they're going to be closing soon because they can't afford the property tax on their building anymore, which is, you know, just a symptom of, you know, Austin becoming bigger and cooler and more people moving here. You know, and I can't help but think about that in terms of what we do at Rooster Teeth, because I think ultimately the story of Rooster Teeth is one of longevity, because we've been doing this for 14 years. And 14 years is a very long time in both entertainment and in anything that's online. And the cross-section of those two, of what we do for online entertainment, there's not many people who have been doing what we do for as long as we do. And I did some speaking engagements this week. I spoke at the University of Texas at Austin, and I spoke at the Google Fiberspace. Hello, everybody. And one of the things I always like to talk about in speaking engagements is something that I've learned both as a content creator and someone who has enjoyed watching content online for many, many years. And that is that the internet demands progress, but the internet hates change. And I think we can all identify with the hating change part of it, because we all have something in our lives that we liked a lot, and then there was some kind of drastic change that was made to it, and we no longer identified with the thing that we fell in love with, and we didn't recognize it anymore. But on the flip side of that is the progress side, and that's the part I don't think many people understand, which is if you keep doing the same thing over and over again just because people like it, and you think you can just keep repeating that over and over again, and that people will keep coming back, they won't. They will have seen what you're doing. They will have already experienced that. And then your thing will become stale, and they will simply move on to everything else. And I had to keep that in mind about this taco restaurant, which was, I thought, oh, it's too bad this taco restaurant is going out of business. I love that restaurant. But then I thought about it. I thought, well, how much have I really gone to this place? How many tacos have I bought from them, you know, in the last year? Am I really just wanting this place to stick around to service my nostalgia? Why does anyone have a responsibility for that? So I have to keep that in mind for myself, and I think if you're starting a business online, or if you're a content creator, you should keep that in mind as well, is that you have to be able to continue to grow your voice and not just kind of exist in some space where people can fondly remember you. Who wants to have a career that's that? And at Rooster Teeth, I think we walk that line every day. You know, I started a company that, you know, began with really one person in a spare bedroom, then grew to 5 or 6 people, and then over the course of 14 years is now almost 300 people. We have to take a company photo with a drone at this point. When I started because I wanted to make videos that made my friends laugh. I wanted to make Joel and Matt and Jeff and Gus and Jason. I just wanted them to all laugh at what I was doing. You know, I went over to my buddy Gus and Jeff's house. I stuck a camera in their face. I said, here, you say this, you say that, recorded some dialogue.
Were you even bothering with the video for this?
Well, because you never know. I mean, it might be funny. I mean, this video is actually pretty interesting looking. And, you know, if it gets popular enough, we can just, you never know.
We're making a
behind the scenes.
Why not take it, right?
Yeah.
You okay with this, guys?
No, this wasn't in the contract. I wasn't expecting this. I was hired for voice talent. A video.
Went home and animated, and that turned into the first episode of Red vs. Blue.
Hey,
Yeah.
you ever wonder why we're out here?
That's a good question. I don't know if there's an easy answer for it.
And so even though we have, you know, 45 different productions across all of our different departments, I try to approach everything that I do in that way of just like, I'm gonna make a video that makes my buddies laugh, you know? And I feel like if I do that and keep that same spirit, well, then the thing that made Rooster Teeth what it is will continue. And yeah, we'll try some things that don't really make our buddies laugh, but at the same time, you gotta figure out what that is. And even after 14 years, it is a perpetual journey of discovery, of figuring that out. And I love every single day, and I always look forward to what we're doing next, even if I have to come to a grocery store at 5 in the morning. All right, so that does it for me. Day of $1 Million Butt. I'm leaving the set, heading back to the office now. Next week, we'll have our vlog where we announce the thing that we already announced, or that we're gonna announce it, and then some other thing I think you're gonna really enjoy. Have a good week, everybody. Bye.